Here is my block codes for my character, the dog. So here it is. I've mainly used motion, look, sound, events, and a little bit of control as well. I've used the glide feature to move my character as I think it's a lot more smooth instead of the moving 10 steps here. I think it's a little bit clunky. I've used lots of quoting, switching backgrounds, most of that, switching the costume of the dog when the dog is puzzled, when the bug comes around, switching the backdrop again, and then adding some sounds as well. I've added some sounds of from myself, so the sleeping and the birds chirping in the background of the garden rock. I've added myself, and most of these are just from the sound catalog here. For the beetle here, this is the code. I've used the feature show and hide. So the bug is only shown when the backdrop switches to the garden rock because I only want it in that section. And I've used my spacebar to press when the bug goes. This is the sound of the birds chirping just in the garden rock section. And here are my 3 backdrops. I've used the paint feature to add some texture into the bedroom, and I've added a water bowl and a food bowl here. My current understanding about using coding programs in the classroom is that it is beneficial for students to learn and engage in. In an environment where it is monitored, structured, and explored, students can enjoy and learn digital technologies. I think coding programs should be used more as it supports engagement in STEM and improves problem-solving skills. I think using Scratch or block coding programs in the classroom and my future practice would be beneficial for all students to learn. The strengths are exploring imagination, and there's also a variety of ways to create something which is really good. It can create your own character, backgrounds, you've got many creative freedoms there. It's also a fun way to engage students with coding and helping them discover a path in that area. It teaches problem-solving skills, and it's also a free website, so it's really accessible. With that, some weaknesses is that it is challenging to explore further than the basics. I personally did have some trouble with some of the codes as I wasn't sure what they were. With that, some of the codes are tricky and could discourage students to keep going. Students may create something inappropriate as there is that creative freedom there, as well as the website can be slow or really glitchy, causing projects to delete or won't run smoothly. I had many issues with my sound. Some opportunities are to have more tutorials in the Scratch website itself. I had to research so many codes to actually know what to do to use them, so it might be good as an opportunity there. It's also great for students to have a positive experience with coding and leading them to have a career possibly. The opportunity that there's Scratch Junior as well as Scratch, so the younger years can get involved as well. Some threats is that the online safety, such as grooming, older people communicating with minors, and disturbing images or language, as that is that creative freedom there. Students are able to access any images, videos, anything to code. There's also no parental controls, so if you are using it at home, it's harder to monitor what your child is doing,